Hello, Collective. Welcome back to my channel. This is Intuitive Tarot. Back with another general reading for my beautiful and handsome collective. Listen, this is going to be an all sign read. So only take what resonate. This could be past, present, or future energy. This could be clarity or validation for others. All right. This could be things that may have already transpired. It could be currently going on. Some of it may be unbeknownst to you, or it could be something that is in manifestation for you moving forward. Only you know your testimony. Only you know what's on your path, what's on your journey. All right? So don't make something fit that doesn't. Okay? Make sure you all are doing your return to senders, protecting your energy, cleansing your energy, cleansing your space, smudging if you have to for some of you. But more over, make sure you're keeping your vibration high. Keep your thoughts positive. All right? Don't let things that were triggers for you in the past be something that people prey on today. All right? Keep your vibration high. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you all are doing very well, blessed and highly favored in the spirit. Sending you love and light on your spiritual journey. Hugs and kisses to you. But we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start with Gemini. Alright? Give me one card for Gemini, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Give me one card for Gemini. What's going on with Gemini? What does my Geminis need to know? And one card. What does my Geminis need to know? And one card. What's going on with Gemini? What's going on with Gemini? There's too many. Well. An X is for, our X is, an X is an X for a good reason. So Gemini, you got an X, that's an X. They are X for a good reason. So if you're thinking about an ex that may be possibly trying to come back towards you, or this is like some thoughts you may be having of them, you know, possibly being in your energy, making you think of them or reminisce about them in some way, an ex is an ex for a good reason. All right. I mean, we can go back and we can clarify it if you want to, but that's just what I'm getting off the dome. All right. Like somebody's an ex for a good reason, but I feel like it's because they possibly are in your energy. The bottom of the deck, you got the Four of Swords, Libra energy, with the Queen of Cups in reverse. So somebody could be in a situation where this could have been a relationship that went sour, or they went in a direction of one that went sour. Like you could be resting, could be healing from this. But let's get a clarification card. Clarify this X is an X for a good reason. Messages for Gemini. Clarify an X is an X for a good reason. An ex is an ex for a good reason. Clarify. Messages for Gemini. An ex is an ex for a good reason. Why was this ex an ex? What made this ex an ex? What made this ex an ex for a good reason? What was the reason this person ended up being an ex? Messages for Gemini. Why did this ex end up being an ex? Yeah. But you got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck, Aquarius energy. You got the Six of Wands and the Three of Swords that came out. So someone could have, gotten a victory here, could have, gotten through whatever this is, heartbreak, that it may have taken you a while to get over this situation, especially, with this Three of Swords out here. Like somebody went through a heartbreak, some type of separation. It could have been some feelings there. You could have had a lot of deep feelings for this person. Or you may have both had feelings for each other, but I mean, it wasn't enough, to suffice. That may have, carried its own weight as far as, your emotions may have been the burden, that you were carrying, when it came to ending this. But I feel like, you got the victory in this situation because somebody didn't expect you to get over whatever this heartbreak was, this Three of Swords. This is some type of sadness, you know what I'm saying? Some separation. And it may have been a while. It may have taken you, a while to get over this. You could be still getting over this Four of Swords. You know what I'm saying? But an ex is an ex for a reason. They could be wanting to come back around for this victory after a heartbreak or something. But you got the Seven of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse with the Queen of Swords right behind it. So somebody wants to come in and possibly, confess something to you. Like tell you the truth. Or this is some, some acceptance. Or something like that. But they, could possibly want to come in and give you, some truth, or some truth is going to be exposed. But an ex is an ex. They may want to come back around and confess, but an ex is an ex for a reason. I mean, people change. I mean, that when they do, you have to be with them. You know what I'm saying? They may have served a purpose on your journey, on your path. So it's on to the next, you know what I'm saying? Thank you. Okay. All right, let's move on to Leo. What's going on with my Leo? Give me one card for Leo. What does my Leos need to know? You got this time is forever. Came out in reverse, though. So it could have been, somebody from the past that you may have felt like, something was supposed to be forever with this person or something like that. Or somebody from the past may be trying to come back and feel, or with the intentions of thinking, this time is going to be forever. Or somebody came back from the past thinking that. Or this is something that they plan on doing. This time is forever. And it don't have to be a past lover. It could be, something that may have, surface or something like that you may have made a final decision in. It could have been something with family. Could have been something with work. Could have been something personal that, you feel like, whatever decision or whatever direction you decided to go in with something, you may be sticking to it. You know what I'm saying? Sticking to your guns about it. So it may just be, you made a definite decision on something. But let's clarify, all right? This time is forever. Clarify. Why is it in reverse? Messages for Leo. This time is forever. Clarify. This time is forever. You got the Two of Wands. Aries energy with the Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. So somebody going on a discovery. And this, it may have been something that may have taken them a while to take this leap of faith, or, to And something may not be like it used to be. Like whatever it was that somebody pulled, somebody had at one time, where they may have been able to say something or do, have a certain gesture, or they may have some type of strategy that they normally use or go with when it came to them coming back around or something like that. But now it's like somebody has lost that pool that they used to have. Like they lost a spot they used to have where it was comfortable. It was easy for them to just come back around. Um, with this four of swords in reverse, it's like somebody's not dealing with, the no communication, no contact or something like that. They're not dealing with it too well. Um, and it's possibly somebody, you could have a kid with this person with the Queen of Cups right behind the Cancer energy. They could have Cancer in their chart. But this is somebody that definitely feel like, they ready to go on this journey, like they, making a decision, is they making a choice, now. But it's like somebody, like I said, the control that somebody once had in a situation or dealing with somebody or involving themselves, in a situation that may have caused an ending, or it may have caused, some turbulence, or imbalance. But now somebody's taking that leap of faith, like they going after the truth now, because now it's like somebody does not have that pull they used to have on somebody, or they don't have it the way they used to have with you. You know what I'm saying? So clarify the Two of Wands. This time is forever. Clarify the Two of Wands. Messages for Leo. Clarify the Two of Wands. What's the Two of Wands? What's this Two of Wands about? Messages for Leo. What's the Two of Wands? What's this Two of Wands about? I want to say the Seven of Cups came out in reverse, but you got the King of Cups in reverse, Pisces energy, and you got the Seven of Cups. And even if it did come out in reverse, because it just, the way it fell out, like I could say it came out in reverse. You got the Two of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck also. 222 could be significant. Somebody could be 53, 63, or born at 63. Could be of significance. Somebody could be 27. Also, 222 could be also significance, angel number. So definitely look it up. But I feel like somebody, at one time, like I said, they had options. Like somebody may have had other distractions, other things going on, looking for their purpose looking for love in all the wrong places. Been around the world, seen a lot of pretty faces. I'm hearing that song by Jaheim. But I know you are. I'm the one for you. On the line I would do was in the bed with you. You and I were meant to be. Like this is somebody that feels like you and them maybe is meant to be. But like I said, you got the King of Cups in reverse. Like this is, could be an ending with somebody, but it may be, a not so painful ending. Like whatever this is, um, may not have, hurt as much, you know what I'm saying, to walk away from this, or whatever the situation was that they, were not, looking in one direction. They may have had many distractions with this Seven of Cups out here. So they could be gaining some clarity if it was in reverse, the way it kind of looked like it came out, because it was kind of sideways. So, either way. But if it came, just say if it was in reverse, they also getting the fact that there's looking for whatever answers, or looking for you and other people, or looking for things that was going to pass the time, was only distractions. It only made whatever decisions they did need to make Two of Wands even worse, have even taken in it, even longer. But also in the upright, this person could have had a lot of choices. They could have had a lot of options. You know, I feel like you did as well, but I feel like when you put what you want as a priority, all those other things and other people that may be interested don't matter. You know what I'm saying? And people don't realize that just because someone looks attractive or handsome don't mean that anybody you feel like is after them or they could get, they won't. everybody don't want that person for the same reason. Just because you see them as attractive or handsome, or they feel like they the catch of the day, or they ego got them thinking that they can get anybody they want. That may be true, but that those everybody's may not want that person for the same reason you want them. But they are seven of cups. They'll soon find that shit out. Seven of cups in reverse, because it starts with you. Like, where do you see yourself? How do you see yourself? If you see yourself for everybody, then you're never gonna be satisfied with just one person anyway. You're gonna be, imbalanced. You know what I'm saying? In any connection with anything, make a decision, stick with it, see it through. Just like you do a plant, it's a process. You plant the seed, you nurture it. You do people the same way. You plant the seed, you nurture it. If you leave it unattended, then it grows wild. It goes, off. It ends up, you know what I'm saying, being disconnected in some way. You know what I'm saying, from where it first started, the nurturing it once was getting. It's, you know what I'm saying. It's all a system. It all correlates together. It all comes together. All right. But you got the two of one. I mean, the two of pentacles at the bottom of the deck, the magician in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So it's like somebody finding some balance, but they also having to make a choice, making a decision. It could be balancing their finances now, paying more attention to what they want to invest in, and being mindful of what they put their energy into, what direction they want to go in, and why. You know what I'm saying? They may not have been, ready at the time. Or you may not have been ready at the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, could have been juggling finances, could have been trying to figure out, like, how you want to put your priorities in order. You know what I'm saying? But this time is forever. Like, somebody may want to come back around. You know what I'm saying? And get back to where they used to be with you. It may not be the same, but it may be the same. It sounds like what I said, but it ain't what I said. Be the same. I know it means something. But yeah. Well, let's move on to Aquarius. Give me one card on Aquarius. What's going on with Aquarius? All right, child. Aquarius, I used you to make an ex jealous. How that shit work out? They used you to make an ex jealous. This could have been somebody that you may have been involved with 5 years ago, or 5 years off and on, but 5 years is at the bottom of this deck. So 5 years can be of significance for somebody. And this could be dealing with a Capricorn, or somebody got Capricorn in their chart. Or an air sign. Somebody could have air with earth in their chart, or it could be a water sign with earth in their chart. I used you to make an ex jealous. Who is this? Clarify, I used you to make an ex jealous. Who used the collective? Who used Aquarius to make an ex jealous? Show me this person that used Aquarius to make an ex jealous. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio with the Ten of Cups. And you got the Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Gemini energy. Yeah, so whoever this is, they having it, to now, like, they being released, like they could, damn, I don't know why you got the Eight of Swords in reverse, and you got the Sun, Page of Pentacles, with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So somebody could have gotten, involved with someone. I used you to make an ex jealous. And you could have seen the 10 of Cups with this person, or they seen a 10 of Cups with you. Or they use you to get to this 10 of Cups with an ex. With this 8 of Swords in reverse, it may not have went the way they thought it did, or they imagined it to be, or something like that. And whatever it was may have gotten worse. You know what I'm saying? Like if they use you to get back with an ex, like whatever it was they did to make an ex jealous, like may have made things worse between them and that person. They could have did this to a Gemini in reverse, like a low vibrational Gemini or something like that. Don't have to be, but they, could have, you could have had this person blocked, but they, may be releasing whatever this is that they've been bound to, like whatever it was that they, did. I feel like somebody may have went in another direction with somebody else to make another person jealous, and they may have felt stuck with that person. Now that they done did that, like they may have felt like, you may have freed yourself of being involved with this person, after a while, and this person may, have gotten with that ex, or they did something, to make this ex jealous when they by in getting involved with you, but it may have made whatever it was between them and this ex worse. It just made something worse. Because I'm also getting this person sees, happiness, or they see the truth now, about who, is actually, a faithful person. I feel like somebody didn't think that, how like somebody know that somebody's good for them, they just didn't imagine it would be that person. And the person they used was their person the whole time. Like everything that if they use you to make an ex jealous, it's like they knew the qualities you had was wife, was like family, was balanced, like, you know what I'm saying, harmonious quality. Like they knew you had that. Okay? But the person they were trying to make jealous just made shit worse. Whoever this is. Clarify this 10 of Cups. I use you to make an ex jealous. What's this 10 of Cups about? This is just for Aquarius. I use you to make an ex jealous. I use you to make an ex jealous. What's the 10 of Cups? Yeah, you got the 7 of Swords, Aquarius. Yeah, somebody was being sneaky. Or they were doing, having some communication behind the scenes with somebody, like communicating back and forth with an ex or something like that. Like in secret. Could have been a Queen of Wands in reverse. And this is somebody that may have been given, like somebody, they could have been giving somebody like money or something like that, or they know this person may have been using, they know this ex may have been somebody that they were using for money. You know what I'm saying? Or they were using this person in a way to like get advice. Like just say you one of them people that's very intuitive, very insightful, very resourceful, very connected. Okay, whatever issues they may have been having with their ex, they use you to like get back with their ex. Like they may have used your insight, they may have used your knowledge, they may have used different things that you may have talked about, to their advantage, to try to use that as a way to get back in with their ex. You know what I'm saying? Like if you were giving them like some pointers about, maybe certain things you learned in the past, or how you see certain relationships, certain situations, how you view certain things, they use that as a way to like get back in. So it's like I'm seeing somebody like giving somebody like advice that you may have been talking about, I ain't gonna even say it was advice. Like somebody gave somebody information, or they used what you said to like play a part of getting this ex back or making this ex jealous. So it's like even if they said things or they would post things or bring you around certain people so it would get back to their ex. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what this Seven of Swords is about. Like somebody, was doing some shit behind the scenes. Um, yeah, somebody was doing something behind the scenes to like make another person jealous, but it was something that eventually, you know what I'm saying, it did not work. I don't feel like it worked out. I feel like whatever it was going on between them and an ex, it got worse. Or they felt like, at some point, like they made their bed, the way they did. They into lie in it. Because I feel like somebody got with, if they got back with this ex, or they were talking in, secret Aquarius, like with this ex to make you, using you to make this ex jealous. Mm. Especially if they were, bringing this person like around, bringing you around their family and bringing you, being seen with you or something like that. So it could get back to this person, family members or something like that, to get back, to somebody's circle of people. You know what I'm saying? And somebody could have did this to you, or yeah, like somebody could have got with somebody else to make you jealous, or this person got, with you to make somebody they used to be with jealous. Either way, because some with this Ten of Cups is giving me like some family, balance, harmony. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody actually having, wishes fulfilled. Like they could have been talking about, getting back together or something like that with this Ten of Cups. But this is like something done in secret. Like this was something that somebody was, talking about like behind the scenes, like, sneaking around. Like somebody could have been acting like they, in something happy or something like that. Or they had a family situation going on. But somebody could have been dealing with a Queen of Wands in reverse. And they, were being sneaky, being deceptive. Because you got the Queen of Wands in reverse at the bottom of the deck with the Page of Cups with the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, real. Yeah. Somebody has some lessons to learn. And it's possibly the fact that this person, had some feelings, you know what I'm saying, that, yeah, like somebody at some point was not mature enough to face like whatever that ending or whatever that situation was that them and another person, had going on that did not work out. Like whatever it was, they were not willing to face that and be mature enough to, get the lesson from it and move on. They went back and wanted to dabble in, in secret behind your back, or send, have indirect communication with that person in a way to where it'll get back to them. Making it, what I'm saying, like something harmonious. Like, we over here, vibing and shit like that. Like bringing you around family, hanging out, stuff like that. Stuff to make this person jealous. Because whoever this is somebody that like to have their way. This Queen of Wands, it could be somebody they got kids with, don't have to be, but it's like somebody likes to be in control. Like they will throw a fit, or they, do some things, that they feel like, it's going to get them some leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like this is somebody that would possibly like withhold help, you know what I'm saying, or not give you some type of advice, or not tell you something that they know you need to know, just out of the fact that you may not have given them something they feel like they can use, or you rubbed them the wrong way, or you didn't rub them at all, or you know what I'm saying, they don't feel like, you told them enough. This is somebody you can't pillow talk with, because they'll use it against you as a way to like keep you bound to being around them or needing something from them. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's something that you need them to keep quiet about. Like that'll be something they use to keep you around, keep you talking to them, keep you, involved with them at some point, because they know you don't want whatever they know about you to be said. You don't want that out. You know what I'm saying? And this is somebody that will go out of their way to antagonize you or remind you that they know that. Whatever that is about you. You know what I'm saying? But that may have also made somebody very subjected to not wanting to be vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? Like this person could have had vulnerability issues behind this, situation of using you to make somebody jealous. It could have made them a very vulnerable head case, because this is somebody that will possibly, get to the point of not wanting to trust people, because the person they wanted to, trust they couldn't trust them, or the person that they really thought was for them really was not for them at all. And they may have, tried to tell this person things, or I ain't gonna say tried, they told this person stuff, or they thought they had some type of connection with this person that really was just something that this person was just collecting data, from them to, use against them later, or as a reason to not be with them but get what they want from them in the meantime. You not their cup of tea nor they shot of tequila, but they gonna get whatever, if they gonna take advantage of whatever they can get while they can get it. And that's what happened. Like that's who this ex is. Whoever this Queen of Wands is, like somebody's very demanding, like very controlling, and they don't mind helping you as long as they the one doing it. You know what I'm saying? If they feel like you ain't giving them, or you done crossed them in some way, then they not gonna say nothing. They're not gonna give you that advice. They're not gonna. And this could have been a situation where, like I said, you may have helped this person, possibly have some pointers to get back with an ex, but that person, you know what I'm saying, is not somebody that is a team player. Like they're not somebody they see themselves collaborating with. That person was refusing to work with them, or refusing to work with you at some point. Especially with this Page of Cups out here. Like somebody at one time, was not cooperating. They wasn't. And I feel like it was mainly because this person had some lessons to learn. 3 of Wands. Like they had some lessons to learn. Like you can't use people, to balance something else out with somebody that you ain't got no business, dealing with or having no more dealings with anyway. If you wake up and you got a flat fucking tire, if you done patch that same flat tire up more than one time, it's time for a new tire. Like there's no need to keep taking a used tire that keep having a slow leak, and they keep having to, do this and that to that same tire. Even that person working on that tire is going, suggest you get a new tire. Save yourself some money instead of, paying all that money to, it may not be a lot of money, but that patchwork after a while adds up to a damn brand new tire. Might well just get a brand new tire. But you're not going to try to, go back and forth to work until you get the money for the new tire. If, you don't have another spare, or the one that you got done been patched up enough you can't patch it up no more. So when you can't move it, you just can't move it. And if you ain't got it to move it, you just ain't got it to move it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to let that flat sit there until you figure something else out, other than just getting it repaired, putting it back on there, and risking 2 or 3 more days of it going through that again. It's like that. It's like somebody went back and forth on a roller coaster with an ex, but this is like somebody that they may have wanted a 10 of cups with, but they were in secret, like doing shit behind the scenes, to make this person feel like, they moved on, or making this person feel like, they were happy with where they were and shit like that. But it's the fact that this person only made things worse between them and this ex, because it only, brought out the worst in this ex. What was going on with this ex? Messages for Aquarius. I used you to make an ex jealous. Why was this ex jealous? Alright, who is this ex? Why were they separated from this ex? What went on between them and this ex? You got the World in reverse. Bottom of the deck, you got the Queen of Pentacles that came out, Virgo energy. So I could be talking to an empath, a healer, a seer. Somebody very balanced, but also somebody that, don't mind the process or the challenges that may be faced with moving forward or moving on. So what I'm getting is somebody thought, they would get with somebody, maybe they got with somebody to flex or something like that to make an Aquarius jealous. Or vice versa, like, the other way around, like they may have, gotten with somebody to make you jealous, Aquarius. But it's like somebody, possibly didn't realize somebody actually can move the fuck on. Queen of Pentacles, like somebody got enough going on, whatever the challenges are, you can move forward. Like you're not afraid of, adversity. You know what I'm saying? Diversity. You're not afraid of challenges. You know what I'm saying? The obstacles that may be, that may come with whatever decisions you have to make to move forward. But it's something that you are capable of doing. Queen of Pentacles. You could be, you're just unafraid of what something may be like if you move on. You're unafraid of that. See, this is somebody that may have walked away from somebody, or they left this person, Aquarius, thinking that when they got you and met you, that, let's just say this person got with somebody else to make you jealous. They didn't realize just how strong you were to move on. You may have told this person, that, or you may have felt as though this person had somebody from their past, that they possibly wasn't over, even if they didn't tell you about it. You may have felt it, that this person, was not over somebody prior to you. And you may have, tried to back off, or you may have tried to, let this person know that they needed some more time, or you may have tried to put some space between you and this person with the World in reverse. But it's like somebody fantasized about what something could be like, with you. Yeah. I can't make it up. You got the World in reverse with the Two of Cups and the Hangman. Telling you with the Three of Cups, child, somebody was been fantasizing. They've been imagining how something could be, but it's like somebody not taking action. It's just thoughts. It's just things that, have not yet came into fruition because this person hadn't put any action to it. They hadn't put any action to it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever, is done in the dark will come to the light. But I mean, at the end of the day, this person got to live with their own decisions. They decision, to get with somebody else, to flex, to try to make you a jealous Aquarius, or somebody using you as a way to, make another person jealous. They still got to stand on their own to, you know what I'm saying, maybe even a third leg to get their shit together. Because at this point, it's like, you ain't hurt nobody but yourself with this indecisiveness, you know what I'm saying, to be low key, you know what I'm saying, confusing your damn self about what's really gonna work and how you gonna have to live with something. Because the way you get it is the way you're gonna lose it. If you lose something, you know what I'm saying, by being a thief, you know what I'm saying, it's pretty goddamn clear you shouldn't have even been stealing something or tampering with something that wasn't yours in the first place. If it wasn't free for the taking, you shouldn't have been bothering it. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have had no no print should be, no print of yours spiritually, or physically should have been on it. But I feel like somebody at the same time, like I said, they had some lessons to learn, and they fantasized a lot about, what's the name of that song? I think it's by Intro. And I fantasize so many things I dream of. I want to do with you. I want to do with you, baby. Tonight won't be the same. Yeah. Somebody could be listening to Intro, or they into old school. But yeah, let's move on to Taurus. Give me one card for Taurus. What's going on with Taurus? What's going on with Taurus? Yeah, somebody don't they didn't know that you didn't know you were cut like that. I feel like if they had an ex that, they go back and forth with sometime, or they, do this as a pattern, they ran into somebody that they may have used you to make an ex jealous, but they didn't realize you could just move the fuck on. And possibly when you did, this person realized you were a person. You were the person they were trying to get this ex, or thinking that this ex was, or thinking they would have with this ex. Taurus, thoughts of you loving someone new shows on my face at times. It came out in reverse. So somebody could possibly not want this to be something that it shows, or they've been, trying to play the part of looking like they okay with how something going, Taurus, but they not. The look on their face, the thoughts that, you may be with somebody else right now, or they looking at, something they may see or hear, that may give them some type of, nudge to think or feel as though how they would react if they saw you with somebody else, or knew about you being with somebody else, or was told about you being with somebody new. You know what I'm saying? It shows on their face. Like they, the world in reverse. Like somebody kind of, they may have been at a distance. This could be, this could be a person that's very distant at this point with you, or you could be distant with this person, Taurus. But it's like somebody, the thoughts that they done had when they come to you, it shows on their face. They may not want nobody to know that. They may not want to admit that, but that's, something that you may not know nothing about, but it's going on. Thoughts of you loving someone new shows on my face at times. Clarify messages for Taurus. Thoughts of you loving someone new shows on my face. Get the Tower in reverse. Aries energy. The Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Could have been somebody resisting change. Like somebody may have felt like, trying to hide. They bothered by the fact that you, done moved on, or you possibly, involved with somebody else, even sexually. You could be involved with somebody that way, and the thoughts, this person try to hide it. They try to keep from making it, appear as though it bothers them, because this is somebody that may have been resisting change at some point. Like somebody can't hide it now. I can't hide it now. So the minute they let go, of how they see something, you know what I'm saying, they can get that. They can get what they going toward. But I feel like this person don't, if they don't take no action with the world, if they don't take no action, this person ain't gonna be able to know exactly what it is and what it ain't. You know what I'm saying, with you, Taurus. So at this point, this person, may be looking at how they, got to eventually, take a place. And wherever they want to, at wherever this chair is at the table, they want to sit. Because if they don't actually bring, something to the table, as far as what they want and laying down whatever it is that their intentions are, it's just a thought. You know what I'm saying? The thought of you loving being with someone new, it shows on their face at times. But at the same time, this is somebody that looking at how they gonna handle something if that were the case. Like somebody tries to imagine how they would see themselves, like what would their reaction be? Like, damn man, what if I, like if somebody bring you up or ask this person about you, it's like even the thought of them, saying you with somebody new, they, try to imagine, in their own mind, like what they would feel like if they knew that to be true. Could be an Aries, Taurus. What's the Tower in reverse? What's the Tower in reverse? What's the Tower in reverse? The Hangman. Taurus energy. I said gaining a new perspective. Turning over a new leaf. Seeing things differently now. Like somebody could be, looking at something, from a different, angle now, especially if they were looking at something one way, Four of Pentacles, and they were one-sided about something or had a one-sided view or one-track mind about how they imagined something going or how they thought, something done worked out in the past or how they was able to read something or see something, returning to somewhere or staying a certain way because of what they did or the actions they took or the words they said, like it didn't work with you. It may have worked on other people, but at this point, you got to realize certain strategies, certain ways of doing something, they get old, they get, outdated. And the person you're dealing with may have been Eight of Pentacles, more advanced. You may have gotten more advanced since this person, before this person walked into your life or since this person been gone. But at this point, it's like somebody realizing, they seeing something differently, Taurus. Or you have turned over a new leaf. You're not on the same page. You're not on the same frequency you once were. You know what I'm saying? Or they seeing it, that, that's not a thing, about you that they can play with, or that's something that, in this situation dealing with you, or you dealing with this, whatever situation this is for you, it's like somebody knows they have to be more reflective of their inner self. Like somebody has to look at things from their higher self and also look at how they look doing this. Like how people say, imagine that, you know what I'm saying? You being this way and this actually working out. Like, could you imagine that? Like, I'm hearing somebody say that. Imagine that about R. Kelly could be significant as well. Because now, whatever this person thought they had with you, or whatever they felt like, was between you and them, Taurus, or whatever you felt like was between you and somebody else, possibly an Aries, don't have to be. But it's like, somebody realizing now, like if they felt like, oh, I got that person right where I want them at, they ain't going nowhere. It can't be that way if that person ain't made it back to you, or you feeling as though how you see them with somebody else makes you feel. Like you can't be over that person if you still feel some type of way about them. And we human. You know what I'm saying? Some of us. Mm-hmm. All right. What's Pisces? Give me one card for Pisces. For somebody gaining a new perspective, on a situation or on you, Taurus, when it comes to, how they see you with somebody new and things like that, especially if they were resisting change in the past, to think that if they stayed the same, you would stick around, or things, would eventually come back together. No. Like, they seeing now why you made the decision you made, or why something went in the direction it went. You know what I'm saying? Like, they seeing it now. Or they know you see it now. Because whatever direction you had to go in, and the thought, that of you being with somebody new crossing their mind, and it being something that they feel like at times it, shows on their face, like it's because this person knows that you see something different, now. They see something different now when it comes to you. Messages for Pisces. Give me one card for Pisces. What's going on with my Pisces? It may not be for everybody. These signs so far could be just something dealing with somebody, an individual. Okay? Gemini, Libra. Gemini, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus. This could be involving, one particular person. This may not be for every Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini. All right? Pisces, don't want to lose you again. I don't know if somebody's saying this to you, Pisces, or Pisces, you saying this. But there's a Pisces that's dealing with somebody that's saying don't want to lose you again. Somebody don't want to lose you again, Pisces. Or Pisces is somebody you don't want to lose again. Man or woman. See, because if God don't do it, it just won't get done. Clarify, don't want to lose you again. Messages for Pisces. What is this? Clarify, don't want to lose you again. What's this about? Messages for Pisces. Don't want to lose you again. Got that Ten of Swords. With the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Ten of Swords in reverse. Whoever this is, Pisces, it could be dealing with a Gemini. Ooh. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Listen, you could be not dealing with this Nine of Swords, like somebody, Nine of Swords in reverse, like somebody is suffering. And the only way somebody can get out of something is if they be honest about, they fault in something. They may not have to take complete responsibility for everything, but they do need to take accountability and responsibility at the same time for their fault or their part in a situation, being no contact, no communication, Pisces. With this Ten of Swords in reverse, this is like giving somebody like not wanting to end out a cycle and like trying to keep, from happening what's going to happen if they know something is actually over. And it's like somebody don't want, that let's make it last by Keith Sweat. Make it last forever. Don't let our love in. Please tell me that you love me. Please tell me you'll never leave me. I think that's how it goes. It will make me feel so right. Yeah, I'm hearing that Make It Last Forever by Keith Sweat. Somebody can listen to Keith Sweat. Keith Sweat, the king of begging, baby. What? Then that joker gonna have the nerve to say that he ain't dating nobody right now because they don't want to cook and clean and do this and do that. Like, damn, what you want? The help? Get the movie. The hell? Shit, the hell you need iron. Okay? Open the cleaners. I don't know, child. That man's, I'm like, ever since you opened that little sophisticated restaurant, it be kids tripping me out. People, I don't know. Listen, some people are chop and screw a word up, baby, but it be funny. It's humor to me. Because I be fucking up some words myself. I be making fun of my damn self fucking up a word, saying it too fast. But that restaurant. But ever since he opened that, nice little restaurant he got, I don't want to date with, I ain't dating nobody that I want to cook and clean and that. What the fuck, man, is going on? What are you talking about? You better listen. You need to be catered to and all that. Maybe you should have married. No, never mind, child. Let me leave that alone. But anyway, yeah, somebody did not. They holding back or you were holding back on like maybe saying things to try to keep somebody around, long enough to buy some time or something like that, prolonging, procrastinating about, what's gonna happen if something is actually over. And there's no communication, no talk, no whatever is already if it's already like that, it's like somebody don't want that to be that way. Or you don't want this to be that way. Because I feel like somebody, yeah, somebody could definitely be a air sign. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius could be a Gemini because you got the Ten of Swords, the Nine of Swords, and the Lovers in reverse in Gemini. And this is the only way somebody gonna be able to resolve a situation is if they be honest. Somebody has to be honest. Yeah, somebody has to be honest. And I feel like if this is somebody person, Pisces, if this is your person that you talking about, or this is a person, this is somebody's, counterpart, like somebody is going to have to make something right with this counterpart. And if they don't, they not going to have this passionate new beginning. Like somebody's, like trying to keep from facing, judgment about something. You know what I'm saying? And they may have tried to do that in the past, with letting something go or trying to say what they need to say to keep something from ending or something like that. But it's like somebody having to let something go, like let it, you know what I'm saying? Like it is the way it is. But I feel like at this point, like somebody don't like the fact that there's no communication. They're not dealing with that at all. Well, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody's beyond, having some sleepless nights. But this is about them having to be honest about what it is that they not saying. And that's the only way to free themselves of, whatever they feel like, they don't want to lose you again. But I feel like the longer they take to say something or make something clear, if they're waiting on another person to say something first, that's just more time for somebody to get over them and keep moving. All right. You get one card on Sagittarius. What does my Sagittarius need to know? What's going on with Sagittarius? Arguments, shady comments, setups. Arguments, shady comments, and setups. Somebody could be faking car trouble and shit. Clarify arguments, shady comments, setups. That's just for Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Arguments, shady comments, setups. Clarify. Clarify arguments, shady comments, and setups. Got the Page of Cups with the Ten of Wands in reverse. Like somebody could be a young person could want to come in and give some type of message of concern or like a family situation or something like that, or somebody like trying to say, um, coming in like giving some type of message of like concern or love or something like that. But it's like some type of you got the Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody want to come in and like release, some type of burden or some type of stress or relieve themselves, of some type of responsibility. Because with this Ten of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse, in Sagittarius, Capricorn in reverse, like somebody don't want to be involved in situations now or in the lives of people that just are interested in having them around, like to keep something relevant or something like that, like involving somebody in something they really ain't got no business, they really ain't got no place in. And this could be over somebody, possibly wanting to give some type of message or come in. Somebody may want to come in, or there's a Sagittarius that may somebody may be connected to somebody that's a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Like somebody want to come in. It could be a child, could be a younger person, a younger sibling or something like that for somebody that want to come in with like a message of love, or like could be somebody's niece or nephew, cousin or something like that. But it's a younger person, and it's like they may want to come in and express some type of love or send some type of message by, but somebody may be sending them to give a message, deliver a message or something like that. But like somebody now is seeing, or they going to see, or somebody seeing now how something is, if it don't bring value to your life, let it go. Um, so I feel like somebody, is freeing themselves of illusions, addictions, and things like that. Like anything that may have been a stumbling block for somebody in their past with this, the devil. Like whatever somebody's past situations or issues were, like somebody's, releasing themselves from them things. Like they putting that stuff, to rest now. Because I feel like somebody don't want to be what they been involved in. Like, you know how some people say, I don't want to be labeled as my struggle. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be defined by my situations or my addictions or my past. I don't want to be defined by that. I want to be defined by the action I put into my, the work I put into myself. You know what I'm saying? The things I do to build my character, to build, myself back up. And I feel like somebody, walking away from that mindset or lifestyle that they at one time may have felt like was getting them somewhere, or it had some type of weight to it. You know what I'm saying? With them or with other people. So it's like now, if it don't add value to your life, let it go. If somebody was materialistic or thinking that they had to have some type of lifestyle or image or something like that, somebody letting that shit go. Like if somebody else thought they should have a certain image or lifestyle, they letting that shit go. Like somebody's releasing that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna come back with Libra, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Aries, and I think Scorpio. All right.